What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Prison Break reactions here on Terabyt Reacts. Yes, we're here with episode 20 with 3 more episodes to go in the season, so I'm planning to wrap today. Hopefully you guys are ready, man, for some more Prison Break. I'm ready to jump in, so without no further ado, if you want to watch some more episodes, you want to see, by the time you're watching this episode, the rest of the season is out on Patreon, so make sure if you want to check those out and you can't wait to see my reactions to the end of the series, end of the season, make sure you go check that out. Okay, it's only $5 a month. You can check it out, you can stay on, whatever, if you just want to watch that. As I said, they're gonna be way ahead because I'm planning to drop episodes like crazy off this series until we get to the end. It's gonna be like 4 to 5 episodes per week from here on forward. So by the time you're watching this, I'm probably way deep into season 2 as well. So make sure that if you want to go check that out, you want to support the channel, you can do that over on Patreon. I appreciate you guys. Let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys at the end for the review. Oh! Oh!
Oh, I can't let you leave here, boss.
Oh no! This is not good. Oh! He got him. Knocked his ass out with. He got hurt. No. Damn it! Huh? Guess you could put him in the hole?
Well, how much time we got?
John?
3 days. That's as soon as I can get us into the guards room for PI.
You think you'll have the extra suits by then?
Probably. They should be here tomorrow. Good. So we're good to go.
Well, yeah,
No.
we're just figuring out how to get through that door in the infirmary. How to get Link out of that box.
You can do that in 3 days.
3 days should be plenty of time.
I got a huge problem, bro.
We gotta get out of here. Now.
I don't know how he found it. He just did.
The hole's just sitting there?
I covered it the best I could. But it's just a matter of time before someone discovers Bellick's missing.
What do you mean Bellick's missing?
Oh, he put him in a hole.
Okay. Porkria is a big place. Maybe they won't notice for a while.
Nothing happens around here without Bellick say so. Somebody is gonna notice that he's missing.
And when they do, they're gonna close this place down until they find him.
What are we gonna do?
As soon as it gets dark, we go.
Damn.
So what's the play, man?
Do you think you can have the plane ready by night?
Sure.
You had kitchen duty, right?
Yeah.
What'd you use to scrub down the floors?
I don't know, I think it was some peroxide or something like that.
That'll work. Get as much as you can. I'll work on getting us that key to the infirmary. The rest of you find whatever you can to get rid of the scent in your cells.
None of this matters if we can't get in the guard's room.
We're gonna leave after dinner, during tier time, when the gates are open, 7 o'clock, one by one, through my cell.
Whoa. Now, we were supposed to go through the guards room. That was gonna give us a head start hours before they even found out we were missing.
We leave through your cell. We ain't got no lead time. 7 o'clock, constant 8 o'clock. That's only
60 minutes. 60 minutes to get over that wall and as far away from here as possible.
They'll be right on our asses.
Quit your talking and start your walking, ladies. Your time is up.
They already are.
I think Michael has a plan, man. There's no way he did that so carelessly. I still don't believe it. They really think he tried to escape.
And you're sure all those dots connect? Okay, thank you.
Who was that?
A friend of mine at the title company handled a lot of my firm's business. She dug up an address for that phone number in Blackfoot.
Where is it?
It's not the where that's interesting. It's the how. It turns out our little place in Montana was purchased for $2 million by an offshore holding corporation.
That's pretty standard for a transaction that size, though, right?
Sure. Only this holding corporation was bankrolled by a trust. A trust financed by the estate of Terrence Stedman. Looks like you and I are going to Blackfoot, Montana.
Seen Bellick today?
No. Why?
Mac was asking. I guess he ain't showed up yet.
He's probably just late.
Bellick? I haven't beat that guy to work in 8 years. Schofield, St. Gibson's move.
They're already starting to ask questions, man. We're not gonna make it out of here in 7 hours without them finding answers.
How are we coming with that peroxide? I'm gonna need it before we meet up for yard duty.
Probably not till later. You wanna tell me what you need it for?
I wonder if Michael is gonna sell everybody out.
What's up? Yo, you got some...
Tonight.
What?
Change of plans.
Why did something happen?
Just find Sucre. I'll tell you what you need to do to be ready.
But what about
Tonight.
What the hell's going on?
The president changed his mind.
We were given assurances he would veto the energy bill.
Assurances can tell you everything that a man is going to do until he wakes up in the morning and changes his mind.
Then change it back.
I don't think you understand. The president...
Have you enjoyed our support?
Yes.
Good. We certainly wouldn't want you to take it for granted.
Are you threatening me?
Why? Do you feel threatened?
Carolyn, we've all been through this before. The ebbs and flows of political conscience. But we found at the end of the day we get what we want. It's simply a matter of who helps us get it.
If you can't convince a doddering old fool finishing up his second term what the best thing is for this country's economy, perhaps you're not the kind of helper we're looking for.
Well, wait a second. Didn't you guys put the former president in office?
Sarah, I was thinking about something.
Enough, Michael. Enough with the lies and the coincidences and the stories, all of it.
It's not what you
I
think.
know what you did. The question is, are you man enough to admit it?
The keys.
Congratulations. Is it the first time you've been honest with me?
It's not.
The second? What are you after, Michael? Is it drugs? Is it needles?
Neither.
Then what?
Please understand that I never wanted to involve you in this.
Well, you've done a pretty poor job of that.
I came here to tell you something. I'm getting my brother out of here. Tonight. And I need your help.
That's a tough ask, man.
Michael, honestly, for your own good, don't say anything more.
You know he's innocent.
Do what you're talking about and he won't be.
But he'll still be alive.
You understand that I'm required to report everything you're telling me?
Yes.
Then why would you?
Because you're the only one that can help. And because I know you want to be part of the solution.
Yeah, aiding and abetting is not part of the solution.
Neither is doing nothing knowing what you know about his case.
How dare you put this on me? I did what I could. I gave my father the information from
No
Lincoln's
offense to your father, but the people who are framing Lincoln, let's just say they have a higher security clearance.
So now it's a conspiracy?
I didn't come here to have a debate.
You're asking me to break the law.
I'm asking you to make a mistake. Not hurt anyone, not steal anything. Just forget to lock up. Leave the door unlocked when you leave tonight. That's it. Please.
She's not gonna do it, bro.
This room?
There are alarm contacts on the glass surrounding the door. Otherwise, I wouldn't need you to.
I was part of your plan. Was it all an act?
At first, yes. I needed to be here. But then I wanted to be here. With you.
Right.
And it's killing me to know that you'll never believe that. Whatever you may think of me, this is about Lincoln.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
For my mistakes.
Hello? Change of plans. I'm gonna need you to have the girl at the airstrip tonight.
Tonight?
Was I not enunciating?
No, it's just that, well, things could get messy.
So where's Smock?
Come on, man, like you wouldn't hit that. I don't know, Vegas, 2 a.m. maybe, but she didn't have such a big booty.
Man, the booty is the man's biggest weakness, so I know I would have hit it.
You find a way to the infirmary yet? I'm working on it.
Yo, you seen Bellick today?
Not yet.
I need to talk to him. You know if he went somewhere? Or...
Do I look like his mother? The guy hasn't shown up yet.
You sure he ain't showed yet? Because I thought I saw him here this morning.
Cleaner! Need a hand over here.
Yeah, I'm on it.
All right. Fine. Just sore, that's all. You live to my age, you'll know all about it.
This is so freaking intense. You don't know who's what.
You know you got a couple of foxes in your hen house, right? Who are we talking about? The bastard and the born again. They both want out of here. They'll behave until then. Think so?
I just picked this off a tea bag yesterday. If I would have been there 10 seconds later, they'd have been serving a bruisey with red sauce over at the morgue. Now, I know you want to be shot calling and everything, and that's cool. But you gotta handle things, man. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, look, this is it, man. Ain't no do-overs this time. Can't be no complications. We break out tonight, but we ain't never getting out. Put your blues on over your PI gear.
What? Just do it.
You want to tell us why?
If we don't have time to get the suits we need, we're gonna have to make them.
Yo, what the hell are you doing, man? We got company.
It's okay. He's coming with us.
Hey, whatever happened to you, we got too many people.
When the plan changed, so did the timing. I'll make sure we all get through.
Well, for health reasons, information like that should be disseminated a little more pronto.
Nuh-uh, Fish. One more person means there's one more thing that can go wrong. He is not coming.
It's not up for discussion.
What the hell it ain't?
I owe him. I don't owe you a damn thing.
Well, you're gonna. If we get nailed because you didn't want to cut down on the damn guest list.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Hey, hold up, cuz. I saw some drops of blood on the floor of the PI locker room. Now who's gonna tell me what's going on?
Let me be boss. I did it while I was loading some equipment back into the shed.
You make sure and get that patched up.
Will do.
Okay. Move it.
Are you okay?
Okay enough to make it out of here tonight. I swear.
Hey, Shelly, this is, it's me. Listen, I know I'm supposed to call you as my sponsor in case I have a,
Did she stop drinking as well? Damn, bro.
Whoa.
Right. I think we should break a bottle of champagne across its bow.
If you're intending to get this thing home for your anniversary tonight, I wouldn't recommend it.
No. Listen, I want you to know that well, I feel very fortunate to have met you.
Yeah. I'm guessing not many structural engineers make their way into Fox River.
No, I don't mean because of your vocation. I mean because you're a decent young man, and there are not many of those who make their way into Fox River.
Well, for what it's worth, there are a few down there.
Well, that's good to hear. Listen, I know this goes without saying, but if there's anything you need, well, let's just say that I owe you one.
Actually, there is one thing you can do for me.
What is it now?
This whole thing, this whole time, it was never about me. It was about Dad.
Can't believe it.
Michael.
What?
Got something you want to tell me? Just told you everything we knew about Dad was a lie and you barely blinked.
We have to go. Tonight.
What are you talking about?
Bellick found the hole, so either we go now or it's over.
Michael.
Look, I know it's gonna be tight, but I can do this.
Michael, stop it.
The chains on your locks, they're modified. Michael! I can do this.
Listen to me. Go. You gotta go.
Don't say that.
Look at me. You can't do this. There's not enough time. If you stay here, they'll nail you and you rot in here. I'm not asking you, man. I'm telling you. Leave me behind. Go.
And rumors coming out of Vice President Reynolds' camp detail a preliminary shortlist of running mates should she, as expected, win her party's nomination. Perhaps the biggest surprise is the inclusion of Illinois Governor Frank Tancredi. His consideration is attributed to his reputation for being tough on crime, and some point to his recent refusal to grant clemency to Lincoln Burroughs, the murderer of the vice president's brother, which was welcomed with deep appreciation from within the Oval Office.
Thanks, Nancy.
Well, maybe that will change your mind if you want to help.
What the hell are you doing, John?
Lord's work.
Lord wants you to spread horse crap all over your mattress?
It's not in a place to question his will. Are we clear?
What am I supposed to do with this?
Pour it in the toilet.
You guys seen us steal some peroxide from the kitchen so we can clean the toilet?
We gotta get all of us into psych ward tonight to access the pipes. A bunch of cons wearing their prison blues would stick out like a sore thumb. But the inmates in the psych ward all wear
white.
Peroxide acts as a bleach.
Camouflage. Just a few more hours now. Looks like we got everything we need. Everything except your brother.
You worry about the suits.
The energy bill, Richard. Why did you change your mind? You've been saying for months it's so full of pork, the damn thing's ready to squeal, and now
Yes,
all
the
of a
bill
sudden...
is flawed, but it's better than doing nothing. And frankly, I find it a little curious that you're here telling
Because
me
you voted in favor of it. Yeah.
On the way out. Some of us need to think ahead.
Actually, I've been doing some thinking ahead as well, Carolyn, specifically about my endorsement.
What?
I'm considering making a switch, throwing my weight behind Senator Chalice.
You can't do that.
Can I? Carolyn, you are everything that's wrong with politics. You vote not to legislate change, but to profit. You run not to make a difference, but to make demands.
You put me on your ticket, not because I share your views, but because I didn't share your gender. So don't take the moral high ground. We all know how this game is played. Richard, please.
Take care.
Richard. Richard.
Scarf.
Nothing to say.
Me, I had to do something special. Okay, let's get this thing down to the car. We'll do it all together on...
Once they move it, it's gonna
3.
tumble.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh no! Oh no! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down!
All right, get Schofield up here right away.
All right, get him out and get him dry. We gotta get him on under our clothes before tier time, which is in 45 minutes.
You think everyone else will be ready?
We don't have a choice. As soon as the gates open, we go. We're gonna need every second.
Open up 40. Schofield, Pope needs to see you ASAP.
Now?
What for?
The bar mitzvah. Let's go.
It's 6:15, bro. You can't.
Now.
He planned this, man. I'm telling you, Michael. Michael has some other plan. Some other plan.
Sarah, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I guess to congratulations. Can't believe I had to hear about it on the news.
Oh, the VP thing. Well, let's just talk.
Is it?
Yeah, what was it your mother used to say? It's always nice to be invited to the dance, even if you don't have the right shoes.
Yeah, she also used to say your father's a lying bastard, but I figured that was just the booze talking.
You know, it's always nice to see you, Sarah. Is there something that you needed, or did you just come by to...
Just tell me something. Did you look at the information I gave you from Lincoln Borough's attorneys?
Sweetheart, move on. The man's attorneys had a window to present new evidence. They didn't. Now that window is closed.
I just need to know, did you look at the information?
Come on, Sarah.
Answer me.
I swear, working at Fox River has changed you. You're always saying you want to make a difference. At that place, it's too late. You should be a teacher so that you can get to these people before they become...
Did you look at the information?
I didn't need to. I supported the findings of the court. And I mean, if you have a problem with the verdict, go after them. But before you do, I suggest you look at the guy's rap sheet and ask yourself if the world will be a better place with Lincoln Burrows walking the streets.
Just tell me one thing. Did they promise you the vice presidency before or after you signed his death warrant?
I will not discuss morality with an addict and a thief. You want to talk reality, Sarah? How many times did I use my influence to keep you and one of your junkie boyfriends out of jail? How many? Was it 3, 4 times? I swear, Sarah, it's funny, you know? You have no trouble whatsoever with me bending the law. Especially when it's bent in your direction. Grow up.
Well, now, Sarah, you can make a choice now, because at the end of the day, listen, I understand what he's saying. Yeah, I understand what he's saying, but at the end of the day, that's a choice that you made. So you can't blame her for it. You chose to help her out with your influence. I'm pretty sure, well, let me not say I'm pretty sure, because you know what I'm saying? I don't think she ever asked him to use his influence. In my opinion, when stuff like this happen, of course you want to protect your kids, but sometimes you got to let them take a lesson. Like DUIs and stuff like that, let them go to jail for a couple of days, learn a lesson, man. Because at the end of the day, if it keeps happening, if it's like a one-time thing and you can use your influence to keep them out of jail, but if it's a continuous thing, you got to get your children help, man. One way or the other. It doesn't have to be in a harsh way, like let them go to prison, but force them into rehab or something like that if your kids are having trouble like that. Don't keep using your influence to protect them, because they're never going to learn that way. Yes, now she's clean and stuff like that and making better decisions. You may not approve of the decisions, but that doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be like, okay, because she's coming to you about something now, you can't be upfront about it. You know what I mean? So you can't throw that back in her face now when you made the decision to be that way towards your child. And now your child is confronting you about something in a sense of morality, and you're going to throw all her misdeeds and mistakes, you know, in her face. Like, that's just wrong, bro.
He got his days mixed up, but I don't know.
What?
Something about the way he said it.
Oh, come on, man. Bellick's just taking it personal. I don't want to get the guy busted.
And if he's not, I'm just saying, it's 6:30 and no one's heard from the guy. And we gotta tell Pope.
Okay, I'll tell him.
I'm starting to think that us going to Montana might not be a good move.
What are you talking about?
What if you are right and the smoking gun is in that house? You think they're just gonna let us walk in there and make a citizen's arrest?
Look, Nick, I don't know what your deal is lately, but I'm getting on that plane with or without you.
can't let you do that.
Who's pulling your leash, Nick? Stedman? Kellerman?
The mob.
Look at me. I want you to remember my face when you do whatever the hell it is you're gonna do. Look at me! You're a coward.
Indeed.
So Brad called you when he pulled in this morning? And he said he was here? Okay, well, thank you, Mrs. Bellick. We'll keep you posted. I'm sure he's fine. Radio Mac, have him check the parking lot for Bellick's truck. If he finds it, have him call me immediately.
$457. This is base. What's your 20?
I can tell you something. If we don't get this thing fixed tonight, I don't want to know what kind of emotion my wife is going to have if I walk through that door empty-handed. It's strange. I mean, it just gave way. We lifted it up and the support beam snapped. What's this?
The support. The one that holds up that beam.
We took it?
I'm sorry. But I needed to get back in here.
I don't understand. Why would you?
I'm breaking out. And you're gonna make sure my brother goes with me.
This is not a good move. I am officially convinced that I don't know what's going on in the show. Desperate times calls for desperate measures, I guess, because this was a desperate move by Michael here. Like, Michael usually planned things out very meticulously. This is not a good move because, bro, what? Why is this happening right now, bro? I didn't. I don't even know what to think, bro. What is this going to do? How do you even, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, bro. Beyond crazy. Why would you make this decision now? Like, I'm trying to think, how does this benefit him? Everything has come to a head. So it's like, in all the situations, like, we got to get out tonight. Bellick has found a hole. Bellick is missing. All of this other stuff, everything's gonna add up. They're not getting out, bro. They're not getting out. There's no way after all of this they getting out. There's no way. They're gonna get, all of them is just gonna get life in prison, and some truth are gonna have to come out. I don't think you're not gonna get life, but your sentence, I mean, escaping they add a lot, you know what I'm saying, for trying to escape. Especially taking the warden hostage. It's not a good move, man. It's not a good move. It's just not a good move, bro. So yeah, man, this episode was great. The tension was very high. Nick, of course, we knew Nick was working with the mob, which was, you know what I'm saying, which was surprising to me because we started to trust them. Never wanted to trust them from the beginning. And then I came around on him because I was like, you know what I'm saying, it was one of those things where I was just like, you know, he seems very trustworthy, and I jumped the gun a little bit with him. I don't know if the stuff that happened, if it's because John came back into the picture, why they always, because John did say he had somebody on the outside keeping an eye on Veronica just in case. I would have never thought that it would have been Nick, but it seems like Nick has some sort of intermingling with the mob. I think he probably owed the mob money or some shit like that and then called in the chat. That's what I'm thinking. So it's one of those things, man, where I'm watching the show and I'm seeing the things unfold, and it's just like, this is not going to end well. It's just not going to end well, especially for them in prison. it's just not going to end well. It is not an easy thing to pull off to get out of prison. It's very few people over the years, the existence of imprisonment, that have really escaped. It's damn near impossible. You get what I'm saying? So I don't even know what to think or what to say to you guys about, you know what I mean? It is, but how I'm feeling right now about the situation and how what Michael is doing is just not a good move. It's just not a good move. And then the thing about it is this, right? They said the vice president was supposed to vote for the bill and the president was going to veto it. But the president decided to not veto it. So now, you know, she said some things, you know what I'm saying? She went to him to kind of trying to change his mind, and he's like, you know what? You're the type of person, you're what's wrong with politics. Nigga, you're what's wrong with politics too. I'm sorry. It's the kettle calling the pot black. It just doesn't work. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. You know, trying to take a moral high ground when you just got up one morning and decided to change your mind on issues, and saying that she does it for profit. I mean, most politicians do that, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just throw that in her face. You know, most politicians actually do it for the profit and the money and the power. It's what they do. You get what I'm saying? So don't make it seem like now you just, you know, because you're the first time we're seeing you, you know, all of a sudden you just have this moral high ground. We know that the company probably helped you to get into your position as well. So, you know what I mean? So obviously he knows about the company. He knows about them. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't, because now that I actually think about it, maybe he actually doesn't know about the company. But I think maybe they influenced them behind the scene, maybe, because obviously they have huge influence over everything that happens in the country. Is like, at the end of the day, what they said is, at the end of the day, they usually get what they want. So, because they have the money and the power, and I'm pretty sure that money is the biggest engine behind all of what they do, or the influence that they have over these major decisions over the United States of America. Like, you have to have the war chest of a lifetime, and people who invest in that and use that influence to get people in office and put people in places, the people that they can control. So if they want something done, you know what I'm saying, so they can make more money, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a certain policy or law that's going in place and stuff like that, and they don't agree with the law, they will use their influence to not make that happen, because it might make their, you know, import and export more difficult and stuff like that. So say for instance they want to commit crimes, maybe they want to run drugs and shit like that, they will fight against stuff like that. If laws are going in place that's going to make it harder for them to do their illegal activities, they will use that influence to shut that shit down. So it's just one of those things, man, that I just love about these shows, because it just gets your mind twirling and twirling, and just like trying to remember that this is fiction. Because it's you know what I'm saying, trying to make that divide between nonfiction and fiction, when you can bring your audience to a place where you're like, man, this is so relatable, because you suspect that these things are happening in real life, but there's no actual proof that it's actually happening, other than when people do whistleblow. And remember the whole you know, snow situation. I'm pretty sure you guys must have known about the whole snow situation that happened when the whistle was blown on the fact that, you know, America was surveilling because of 9/11, a lot of things changed, right? So that was one of the things. That's like, you can't be surveilling or spying on your own citizens. It's in the law. You're not supposed to do that. But there was no proof of it until Snowden, right? was it Edward Snowden? I don't remember his full name, but the guy that did it, he can't even live in the United States anymore. He's considered a traitor. He's committed treason, right? Because he used to work for the CIA, not the CIA. He used to work for the what's it, Homeland Security and whatever. They've made movies about it. You get what I'm saying? He's done interviews because nobody really knows where he is, because he's like he's a computer like genius or whatever. So he's written a book about it and stuff like that, and all that other stuff. It was a huge thing. It was a huge thing. If you've never heard of it, I would be surprised if you've never heard of it. So it makes you wonder what else they're doing that we don't know about, right? It really does. So I've always just found it fascinating when TV shows make their take on what it like to not know, but also know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. I love it. I love it. So thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is gonna get crazy. These last 2 episodes are gonna be nuts, I can tell. But anyways, I'm gonna dive into it. See you guys next time for the next episode. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll catch you guys. Peace.